My family went to Mindoro for a vacation a few years ago. We got this rare opportunity to be very close to nature. Mindoro could be reached by boat from the port of Batangas, and we went there and we went swimming in a few of the island's beautiful beaches, including a sandbar in the middle of the sea. We went spelunking in some of its beautiful, cavernous natural caves. It was quite challenging for me, somebody my age, to navigate my way inside a cave, but my kids loved it. Mindoro is still relatively untouched. It's an island covered with trees and the air is still fresh. There was one time, coming home from an evening swim in a natural hot spring, we went home on a pickup truck. My wife and I were inside the cabin, but my kids preferred to ride in the back of the truck. And all throughout the ride home to the house we rented, they had a wonderful experience, something that they rarely have in the polluted environment of Metro Manila. They marveled at the beautiful night Mindoro sky, glittering with all the stars in the heavens. I got to take a peek at it from the window of the truck. It was magnificent. It was a welcome change from, the urban jungle of concrete and metal that I'm immersed in 24/7 in the city. From the suffocating pollution of the city atmosphere, from the mangled web of telephone wires and power lines that bind the city, from the garbage that you often see strewn all over the streets, the smell of refuse that's regularly disposed of just anywhere convenient by people living in a throwaway society, from the blinding lights of headlamps and LED signs that envelop the city at night, helping the people find their way in the city that never sleeps, but making them blind to the beauty of the heavens. I'm not an anti-urban activist or something. I believe there is a need for cities in a technologically advanced society. But I believe we need to have more livable cities. We need more trees. We need more patches of greenery within the city. We need more effective ways to clean up and make the streets safe for people without their sense of sight and smell being assaulted every day. We need to preserve our natural resources, the trees and forests, our rivers and lakes, the seas and every living thing that dwell within, and not just exploit them for profit. I'm happy that there are a lot more people today who are mindful of how their actions and behavior can impact the environment. They segregate their trash, they participate in the planting of trees and mangrove, they participate in advocacies that help rural folks shift from environmentally destructive occupations like kaingin or dynamite fishing to more sustainable work. Others are engaging in environmental tourism, which hopefully can provide people sustainable means of making a living. I think God is pleased with these kinds of efforts. Consider this passage in Genesis. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." We were created by God in his image, as his representative on earth, as stewards of all creation. And as stewards, he has commanded us to do whatever is needed to make the world flourish. It was like God was saying, go and prosper, reproduce, fill the earth, take charge, be responsible for fish of the sea and birds in the air, for every living thing that moves on the face of the earth. Indeed, only human beings, out of all creation, can take a step back and look at all these and understand and act with potentially so much impact on the earth, for better or for worse. So be mindful about the things you do and how they affect the environment around you. Find ways to lessen your garbage. Help clean up the environment. Participate in activities that will make the city a greener place. Support projects that will help restore the environment back to health. Consider all these as part of God's mandate to all of us living on earth. Remember, as we become more responsible in caring for God's creation, faith matters too.